Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the podcast where the squared circle comes alive and we deep dive everything WWE from a diverse perspective. Jacob Fatu beefs up the bloodline. Uncle Howdy gives a chilling promo. And Drew McIntyre comes for blood. The boys are here. Wrestling is still cool, and this is ECW. Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans across the globe. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling. I am your final host and your ECW Undisputed Champion, Jackie Miles. Welcome to your screen, the man of 51 holds, Montay, a.k.a. Coach Montay.
What's going on, everybody? Good to see y'all, brothers. It's a great night. My boy Drew McIntyre got his get back. Can't wait to chop it up about that tonight. Let's go.
Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay 24. Rounding out this chat room is our resident tribal chief, Griff, aka Griff Nation.
Hey, another recruit is on the line. Y'all didn't see what happened on Friday night. Y'all know I'm excited. I've been waiting on this, and I'm just ready to get rolling. Talk about this with the boys tonight, man. Here we go.
Griff cousin went into the bloodline, so therefore Griff is bloodline adjacent now. Find him on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. Behind the scenes, as always, playing fantasy pickleball is the advocate to the ECW Undisputed Champion, our guy, BDixx. Find him on Cash App at BDixx989. You can find us all on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling. And on X at Ebony Championship Rest. All right, boys, what's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody feeling? Griff, let's start with you, my boy. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, man. Back hydrated, man. We had some sticky, icky, humid weather last week, so it kind of cooled down here. But I'm doing well, man. Well rested. Long weekend, of course, as usual, but I'm rested up. I'm excited for the night, man. Good to see you guys. Good to see my brothers, and I'm just ready to talk some good wrestling up, man. We had some good things happen last week and over the weekend, and of course on Monday night here. And just getting ready to recap here with you guys shortly.
You said you had some sticky icky, and I thought for sure we were going a whole different direction with this conversation. Right. And I was quite intrigued. Coach, how you doing, my boy? What's going on?
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say, where can you find that stuff at, right?
I'm saying, like, what's up? It's a whole different podcast now, my brother.
It's a whole
different podcast.
Hey, I was playing a lot of Ludacris this weekend, so maybe that's where it came from.
And Wise Man says sharing is caring, so make sure
Indeed it is.
What's up, fellas? Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. What's up, fellas? Everything good to see y'all. Obviously, my favorite time of the week, because you guys know what I do outside of here. A full-time job, full-time husband, full-time dad, never gets old. But it was a great week. I'm intrigued. Hey, I know this is a wrestling podcast, but my Los Angeles Lakers hopefully have found their coach. So
they're gonna hate this man in 2 years.
In JJ, I trust. So hey, we'll see.
For now.
2-year plan. We'll see what happens. Right for now. But hey, that's just going on in Lakerland because right now, hey, Cowboys. Hey, Jerry's still doing Jerry things and pissing everybody off. So right now, I'm just kind of been intrigued with what my Lakers are gonna do. But great show. SmackDown is heralded as the best SmackDown of the year of all time. That's what they were saying. So we can't wait to chop it up about that. And obviously Raw just as good. Yeah. But I'm excited to talk wrestling with y'all, man. It's good to see you. Everybody looking good. How you feeling tonight, Jackie? What's going on? And NYC.
I'm doing all right, brother. School is out, so therefore I do not give a care about a thing, brother. Listen, man. I sat down on the couch Friday night like Thanos sat down in the middle at the end of Endgame, bro. Like this.
Oh yeah, for you disintegrated.
Finally, it's all over.
Hey, hold on. Hey, to that point, Mom told me, bro, that you was like on the last day, you wasn't looking for nobody. They had to come track you down because you was trying to get
Oh,
out of there.
bro, they had to come find me, bro. Hey, listen, I went in, I said hello to everybody. I went on a little tour, said goodbye to all my peoples and everything like that, all the kids
Yeah.
that I enjoyed. And then I went in my room
Mhm.
and I stayed in there until 1 o'clock. At 1:15, I was out the door. Y'all couldn't tell me
Well,
nothing else, brother. Peace. I'll see y'all next time.
he did his bid. He did his bid. Yep.
I
You
did my
did your
time,
bid,
bro.
bro.
Now I'm come on out there. Now it's time for
Yeah,
something new. So we'll see. With
for sure.
new
For sure.
beginnings as we discussed. But
Oh yeah. Oh
more
yeah.
to come on
Oh
that
yeah.
as we talk. But let's jump right in, brother. You light skinned brothers have always enjoyed being a part of this group, so I have to start here. The bloodline adds Jacob Fatu. What are our thoughts here, Griff? Yeah, I thought that might be it. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to say this on the air because you guys know where I'm going with this. What I shared with you guys off
Yep.
air a few weeks back, the experience that I had, and just to see that come to fruition. I text Brian
Mhm.
right after that moment. I said, man, like I never jumped and I never like got excited for a moment like that since Takeover New Orleans in the ladder match. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how excited I was. Of course, being around him and Zilla and just moments ago, then to see this debut out of nowhere, man, and make that impression, like we in for a good treat, y'all. I'm excited. A lot of people who didn't know or follow Jacob, I'm very excited because they're going to see something special, a different type of intensity and speed, charisma, energy. No holds barred, man. This is the right time to bring him in, going into the Netflix era that's coming up here in a few months in 2025, man. He is very uncensored, explicit, and all the above, man. So this was a huge pickup, and I'm excited for this, man. And man, I'm just happy, man. I'm getting chills talking about it, man. I'm just happy for my guy right now.
Yeah, I said
My
before we
brother's
came on,
excited.
anytime the bloodline, he's all right. He more,
Yes.
yeah, and I represent it for him. Anytime the bloodline does something new and fresh and it made some impression upon me, I do have to represent that following show. So, hey, shouts out to the bloodline. It is like in a pack of wolves and a pack of wild dogs that are out there on the loose. Now you got the most wild one in the pack, and it's gonna be even more dangerous. If y'all notice, even the Tonga and his brother had to look at him like, hey, this fool crazy. He crazier than we are. So I'm not sure if y'all caught that, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's what we've been waiting for. What a way that he came in, made an impact. Obviously, beating the shit out of Cody and doing what he going right for the top. But I'm impressed by the skill set that they're gonna get. I'm not. I know you guys got what I sent you guys in the chat, the 50 moves, and I can't wait to see him, work and what you said, Griff, his charisma and what he's gonna bring. And I had mentioned this a few months, maybe a few weeks ago. Hey, his solo, hey, it might be coming for that top spot. So that his charisma will shine through and possibly outshine solo. So yeah, just let's look for that. But I'm excited to see what he can do. Watching his move set, the stuff that I sent y'all in the chat, man, I'm impressive, man. So I didn't know much about him or seeing him in the past, but hey, let's get it. Yeah, what you think, Jack?
I'm excited for him. I haven't actually seen him do anything in the ring just yet. I haven't looked up anything, but I'm intrigued from a bloodline standpoint. What does this mean for what they're doing next? What does it mean for the bloodline coming up next? I think the thing that got overshadowed by by him joining the bloodline was the fact that Solo said that Roman wasn't coming back. I think that
There it
happened so
is.
quickly that nobody really paid attention to it after Fatu came out. And it's like, okay, what does that really mean? What does that mean for Fatu and Roman? Like, so many different scenarios as we always talked about with the bloodline. And so, Griff, get your popcorn because here we go. It seems we got some new storyline coming, and I'm ready to see what this means for Jimmy, what this means for Jay, and anybody else that could come out the woodworks for them. I don't know. Are y'all debuting at some point? Y'all light skinned enough? What? Jeez, like, y'all need a few more
Hey,
tattoos. through here, but
Never
you
say
know,
never,
something.
brother.
I need something, bro.
Hey,
y'all
never
need a
say
few
never,
more.
man. I mean,
You know, we can draw
they
them
could be
on. I don't
they
know.
they could probably recruit a different wise man, man. I'm just saying. I mean, you never know.
That's true,
Yo,
because it looked like
Paul is
Never
ready.
know.
Ready to jump ship and go over to
Paul,
CM Punk. Like Paul, like, okay, get me out of this. Let me
yo,
go run over here with my favorite boy. Let me go over here.
the hug did it for me. Like, bro, like you missed him that much where you gonna hug
Yeah,
this dude? Like, yeah, like, but it's all
that's
part of the
his guy.
story, and I like where that's his guy.
Yeah.
So I like that little wrinkle in there. You
Sure.
know, hey,
Hey,
what's up?
before we move, man, I know you just mentioned Roman,
Mm-hmm.
man, but definitely want to
Yeah.
make sure, man. I sent that in the chat. Of course, I got the news now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, lost his father, Sinka. Actually, him and Rikishi was one of the ones I enjoyed watching when I first came up as a head shrinkers back in the day, man. So that was sad news to hear, man. So my heart and condolences go out to Roman and the whole NOI and Fatu family.
Mm-hmm.
For that too, man. 'Cause I know that's kind of big, and I know they're strong, and I know they got a job and things to do, man. But I know that's tough and hurt for his father and their uncle to go that way. So
Sure.
yeah, man. I just want to keep them in prayer. Send up my heart and condolences.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Thoughts and prayers definitely to the bloodline, essentially, thoughts and prayers that way. Let's jump over
Yes, sir.
to before we talk about that though, like it looks like they're going to a 6-man tag at Money in the Bank with Cody, KO, and Randy versus Solo and any
Yeah.
member of the bloodline at this point.
That's why I was
Yeah.
getting ready to ask. Which one are they? Are they gonna go with the Tonga combination, or are they gonna? I mean, which one of them? Probably MFT.
I'm not
Jacob
sure.
and
Hasn't
It's
been
either
said yet.
probably going to be Solo and the Tongas, or it's probably going to be Jacob and the Tongas, because they got all 4 advertised on there. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be.
Okay.
I think Jacob might be out of this one. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Jacob will be out, but who knows?
Yeah.
Debut,
Who knows?
debut
We'll
on
see.
that. Maybe his debut. He'll probably debut at SummerSlam then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting
Mhm.
enough that they did this on a SmackDown and not at a pay-per-view of some sort, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of pay-per-views coming up, SummerSlam looks like it's going to get CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Coach, you're a fan of Drew getting his get back here.
Yeah.
In a crazy way. I like the way he carried that man from the parking lot all the way on in. Like, what are your thoughts here, Coach?
The fireman's carry. I loved it. It was dramatic. Once again, more cinema. The best feud, and y'all probably can vouch for me on this and come with me on this. It's the best feud of the year. Obviously, it's it's looking that way. Has the most heat, most controversy. They've been able, and what makes this more of a masterpiece, y'all. They've been able to do this, and neither one of when they both weren't cleared. So they've been carrying shows. The promos have been there, and obviously the screw jobs. I still think I see where it's going. I think Punk might get his get back. But no, Drew, this was good for Drew to spin the audience, which is what I know. We said this last week. We know he wasn't quitting. We wasn't quitting. Came in there, came into his hometown, did his job, and then took that little bracelet, cut his promo. He said, "Hey," and he said, "And you're stupid little dog." So yeah, now it's taking a personal level, which way it should be. But yeah, I enjoyed every minute of it. I like CM Punk, but y'all know how I feel about Drew. So yeah, we in a feud now. It's getting real. Yeah, Griff.
Nah, man. I mean, you perfectly said, Coach, man. And that's the reason I got Punk on right now, man. Shout out to Chuck Line, his new Punk hockey jersey, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But I caught it. It makes sense, and I would have been upset with Drew if he didn't take advantage of the opportunity. This man came cross country and cost you another championship in your hometown, and you got opportunity to go and get your revenge in his hometown. I knew it was a fluke the whole time. That was just to play mind games and tricks like he left for. CM Punk take that focus off of that. So yeah, Drew did what he had to do, man. I'm happy. And like Punk said, man, like talk your talk and bring the smoke. So now the shoot, now you got the shoot. You got to put your foot in the shoe now. So now Drew brought the smoke and talked that talk like you've been saying to everybody else. So now you got to eat your words, heal up, and come back, talk that mess. Cause we know some pipe bombs gonna be coming. And like you said, man, make this one of the greatest feuds of all time, man. Best feud of the year, man. I like it, and it's getting personal, and I hope it continue to get personal because that's the kind of heat and story that we are looking for out of these two.
Y'all are calling for best feud of the year. Y'all are calling for, best feud of whatever right now. And it's great. It's no wrestling whatsoever. They haven't wrestled each other not once. And so it's been nothing but promos, get backs, and so on and so forth. But no actual wrestling yet. So when the wrestling does come, they have built up so much heat that no matter what they do in the ring, it actually should be a good match at this point. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm rooting for Drew in this one. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the CM Punk situation here. I think even though I called for him costing it, I actually am rooting for Drew to get his revenge, not just on this piece of it, but the whole WWE side of things, from all the way back to whenever they were in WWE the first time. So I actually am rooting for Drew in this one.
Yeah, and look for this probably be match one of maybe 2 or 3, because I don't know if we mentioned it on last week's show, you do have potential the Bad Blood coming in October. So they're bringing that old school PLE back. I think I want to say it's taking the place of Hell in a Cell, because that's usually in October. So
I
so
agree.
I'm excited to hear that news that they're bringing that old school. The first PLE that brought the first Hell in a Cell match with Shawn Michaels and Taker, and of course the introduction of that's gotta be Kane.
Yeah.
So that's good. I look forward to that.
The Judgment Day are now the new tag team champions, as Liv Morgan goes and tricks R-Truth into getting a tag team match. Liv Morgan seems to be doing some good for the Judgment Day. Where our thoughts here, Griff? Po R-Truth.
Before I get on Liv, man, the highlight of the night last night was when the Miz left the commentary table and flew backstage to prevent.
Had to, bro.
Too late, bro. So you didn't tell Pierce.
What are you doing?
I know. He said, "I know you ain't take your ass in there to see Pierce."
What are you doing, Truth?
Miz sold that so good, bro. Man,
bro.
It's crazy because now with Liv doing this, it's almost like the Judgment Day is going to almost kind of welcome her in just because of the games that she playing, but also they're benefiting off these mind games and games they're playing. Like she go out there tricking R-Truth, but then, hey, I'm giving y'all the tag team title. So now she's going to hold that ultimatum against her head, like you wouldn't have this because it's me. So she's playing so many tricks and games, but the more important part is that Finn Balor keep getting caught up in these situations with
I told you,
Liv, which is alluding to that and I know we get to that secondly, but it's kind of leading to the breakup, and I see it, especially with the new stipulation in the title match now. And then with Dame saying when he said they don't need it, so I'm like, oh man, it's too much drama going on all parts of this, man. So yeah, Liv is doing a great job screwing this, but then she's still trying her best to get down to crack, and that's the only thing that's missing. Once she get down to crack, I think it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, if y'all remember that meme with the girl outside and watching the fire, that's definitely Liv right now. It's more than a revenge tour now, because it seemed like now she getting a man out of it too. Because hey, anytime you bring a man, hey, you bring a boy some video games and some food or whatever they had in that clubhouse. Hey, she know what she had to do. But I think the love interest is Finn. It's great, man, because you getting the love angle. You getting you obviously the priest situation. You got all that factor. But yeah, it is the culminate. It is the breakup. It's coming, and it's slowly but surely. And with Rhea being out, is probably maybe sped up a little bit faster than it should. Maybe my question to you, Jackie, before you say get your thoughts on it, and I want to hear both of y'all thoughts. if Rhea was still, let's say if she was healthy, do y'all think they would be pushing the Judgment Day to break up this quick? Or, obviously they change the plans, but what do we think? Well,
I don't think so. No, I think the Judgment Day was like extremely strong with Rhea. It was very clear that
right.
Rhea was the Judgment Day. And so I don't know if they would have broken up this fast. I don't see that they're breaking up. I
Right.
just think that, I think they're being taken over by Liv Morgan. And I think by the time Rhea comes back, she's going to come back to nothing. And she's going to have to fight to get everything that she had, once before. And then I think y'all also sent in the group checks, like Buddy Murphy has the potential of coming. And if that tells you anything, like she might come back with Buddy Murphy. It may make sense for him to be in a faction with her at some point. So I don't think they would have broken up this fast, but this is the way WWE works.
Okay.
It's always ever changing, and now we have to shift and head this direction now.
Yeah, because
No,
now
I
you
agree.
got.
I think anytime a big key part, a member of a faction or a member period goes out, here comes the big pivot. So I don't even think Liv Morgan would be in this situation at all if Rhea was still around and healthy, let alone Becky Lynch as well too. So
that's true.
Yeah, to answer the question, I think the Judgment Day would be a lot stronger in a different direction. I don't even think Carlito will probably be in this picture. I just think what we're seeing is just different angles, test trials, and also a lot of pivots going on because with Rhea out the picture, you got to rewrite a whole story and rewrite a whole season, and a whole story. So, yeah.
I really feel for Damien.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jay.
I think gaining the tag titles actually strengthens them. Because now you have three different titles in the group. So they got some strength coming from that. Sorry, Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and to your point, yeah, right. It definitely sets up, that was gonna be my point. The same point. Finn and JD now, JD of all people now gets a rub. He gets his well-earned title, right? I think if anybody in that group that earned that is Mr. I Try Too Hard. So it finally paid off for him, right? So Finn and JD obviously is great to be tag champs with his mentor and trainer and all that. Got him in the business, so I think that's pretty dope. But the guy in we gonna hate to beat a dead horse, but the guy we worry about, the loser out of the situation is gonna be Damien for sure, as we predicted. So I don't know why the hell you did that stipulation with Seth. And so now they already telling us where it's going. So that's the sad part. But
I think he gets out of that. I don't think he gets out of the summer with his title though. I think some way, somehow he wins the match against Seth, but I don't think he makes it out of the summer with his title. Not with Gunther sitting around the corner.
Do you think I think Trips would probably want Gunther and Seth rather than Gunther and Damien. My gut.
Probably, but we also don't have to rush it. I'm starting to learn.
True.
We want what we want when we want it, and that doesn't mean we have to have it right away. So probably like when you think about Seth and Gunther, that could be your main event, or that could be one of your main events at Mania. You know what I mean? So you don't have to rush that at all. You don't have to rush that at all. All right, let's stick with Raw and let's talk about Uncle Howdy and the promo video that was. We getting right back into the Bray Wyatt stuff, aren't we? Would love to hear from you guys.
This time we can understand it though. This time we can understand it. I mean, that's the only difference I see so far. I can understand it so far.
Not speaking in circles for sure.
Yeah, it's that was deep. That was real deep. I think that was some closure. That was like some counseling and therapy all tied into that promo in that segment. But again, man, it just goes back to that question Coach asked me at when we was at the Rumble last year, like what are they doing with Bray in the tribe? My answer was always, man, it look like they're trying to go through a cinematic direction that has never been done before. They probably going in a different direction, seeing it. And now you're starting to see like the whole like studio production and the filming. You're starting to see more of a different side of WWE production as well too, with the different effects and things that they're doing, highlighting this stuff, man. But then you know what, man, we gotta give a big shout out to Michael Cole for selling that whole situation
Oh
leading
yeah,
up to it and calling Raw by himself for like 2 hours yesterday. Like
the
Michael
goat.
Cole low-key put in some work that was never acknowledged, man, and he really sold and played a good factor into that role with the whole video and playing it with the trucks and everything else too.
Yeah. And what I meant by I finally understand is because now I understand the Uncle Howdy character and why he was there the first time. So
Mm-hmm.
when Bray was here, when he was working with him, because now, okay, Uncle Howdy was the guy, was the that in Bray's innermost thoughts, and the guy that obviously Bray feared the most. I guess being in his head, right? Because all those characters represent something, that Bray struggled with, right? But Uncle Howdy was the biggest one. And so now with Bo obviously taking on that role and responsibility of carrying that legacy forward and diving into that character, I finally had a chance to say, oh, okay. He said, how do you feel? Like you said, Griff, that was therapeutic. He was able to be his authentic true self and really, hey, I miss my brother. We had a chance to really do this together, and that opportunity got stolen from me. So that was a raw moment. That's where I was like, okay, that's when I really started to really understand, like, hey, I'm here. This is what I'm charged to do now. I miss them. I'm going through it, but hey, I still got to run this faction, and they forgot about us, right? And then that line at the end, if y'all heard, he said, "Yeah, we did some damage last week. They thought they forgot about us, but now they know we're here. So I appreciated that. But yeah, I love that segment all around because I finally can understand it and and put it in some context. Yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm intrigued to know who their first opponent is. If it is Chad Gable, that's going to be something interesting. Because is he taking on the whole faction, or is he just taking on Uncle Howdy himself? But we
Yeah.
finally got, even for a brief second, we finally got Chad Gable in the same clip as Diamond Mine. As the Creed brothers stand with Ivy Nile and say that he needs help, and that's what we want. We want that heel faction if that's where we're headed. So, looking for more for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Looking for more for that.
Definitely.
Okay. We're gonna kind of keep it short here as we got a lot to get to tonight, and so let's turn our attention to the lightning round, and we'll put 2 minutes on the clock. And we'll go through this fairly quickly. I'll throw some things out to the boys. I did not brief them tonight, so they're unaware of where we're headed.
Off the
so
dome.
here
Off
we
the
go.
dome.
Let's see what happens. Are the Money in the Bank qualifiers making sense as Jey Uso and a few others get some wins? Do you guys agree with the Money in the Bank qualifiers so far? Griff?
Yes, absolutely. Because we got to remember the importance and the reason Money in the Bank is for someone to get pushed, and the stars that are involved are the ones that's up next for the push to go forward.
Chad Gable seems to be alive, and has not taken a bullet to the dome like we thought. Coach, do you see him winning Money in the Bank?
As of now, with where they're going with the storyline, and obviously, trying to build him, back with Diamond Mine, a heel faction. Yeah, why not have a title on him? I do see him right now. He's my favorite right now. You have to get it.
No heat.
I mean, he beat he beat Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed, so that's a lot to contend with. Damage Control finally showing some viciousness, and all I gotta say to that is, give me what I want. The Queen and Princess of the Ring. Are you okay with this, Griff? As Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax look like they're forming a team.
Absolutely. I'm all in for it, man. This is great for Tiff. be around someone like Nia, man. Gonna push and elevate each other, man. It's I'm all for it. Let's go.
Bron Breakker talks his way into a number one contender title match for the IC title. Do you see him beating Sami Zayn, Coach?
He's going to drag the floor with Sami Zayn. Please put the belt on Brock Lesnar 2.0. It's his time.
He want them points. He want them points.
And you know.
He want them points.
Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with fantasy. I'm thinking like, hey.
It ain't happening, bro. He gonna beat the hell out of Sami Zayn, and that's gonna be their way of getting him back to being an underdog. And then Sami Zayn gonna find a way to win it in the end. He gonna beat the hell out of Sami Zayn, which I'm kind of here for. So, all right, man. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause as the wrestling week comes to an end. Coach, who you want to give a round of applause to?
Oh man, you know what? I want to give a round of applause actually to Bo Dallas and the Wyatt Six production. How the way that was put out there. Obviously, bringing Sister Abigail in there. Like I said, the dramatics, but that was to me that was a great part of the night to really dig deep into where they're going. So round of applause to Bo and the gang.
Griff, who you want to give a round of applause to?
Well, she wasn't mentioned in the show tonight, and I'm definitely giving her a standing ovation on this one because she's the heavy favorite to win the Money in the Bank, and that's my girl, Miss Chelsea Green.
That dive she did out the ring was pretty good. So I'm all on board for that one. Y'all know I'm a huge fan there.
She's improving for real, man.
Yeah.
Really, really. I want to give my round of applause to Zelina Vega as she had a good promo with Liv Morgan. They actually did really good there. And looking forward to the match that they have because they should be able to handle each other well enough to put on an actual good match. So looking forward to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, boys, we're going to switch it up now as we're going to go to a special portion of tonight. Tonight's a special night as we welcome our first guest to the podcast. He is the Texarkana television champion. He stands at 6'2", 260 pounds, hailing from the Bad News, Virginia. He doesn't know it yet, but like we said, we come into the ring like man on the mission, rapping his theme song for him. The owner of the Pop Smoke GTS. Welcome to the screen, our friend, Ring Bully Remson, ladies and gentlemen. All right, brother, welcome in, man. We appreciate you for coming on and joining us. And we just wanted to get to know you and see who you are as a wrestler, see who you are as a guy. And, you've been following us from the get-go, so we just wanted to sit down and kind of chat it up with you, if you didn't mind.
We appreciate
that.
No,
thank you. I'm very honored for you guys to have me. I mean, like I said, I was very appreciative that you guys talked about myself and others with the Black 500 wrestler list last year. And, of course, I got to pay respect to y'all doing that without giving us a shout-out. So, yeah, I've been on it. I've been loving y'all. I love when y'all be doing y'all fantasy stuff about drafting who y'all be going to, defending about things like trying to get and, of course, the clips and things. Yeah. Fan of you guys. To be your first guest.
Appreciate you, man. So what's actually going on with you right now, and what's going actually happening in your world as we speak?
Right now, I'm finally about to break to him. I feel like another layer, another tier, because I'm about to go against other people now that's on television or people that's been somewhere else. This Friday, I go against Anthony Andrews, feeds from NWA. I get JTG on the 19th. James Storm again on the 20th after that. Chase Owens, part of the Bullet Club on the 13th. And then possibly Richard Holiday in September.
Nice.
So just going against consistent, known people. Feeling good right now. I feel like that's going to help me get to another level that I want to be at.
Oh, brother, you doing it then. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Bully, I want to ask you that. Oh, go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. My apologies.
No, go ahead, Griff. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Griff. Yeah.
No, Bully, I wanted to ask you, just hearing the dates, congratulations on that as well, too. But just hearing those dates, question I got for you is like, what got you into the wrestling? Like, who did you look up to? What sparked that fire? What got you into wrestling and being in the situation that you're in right now at your pro career?
All right. First person that really got me at wrestling was people that lived across the street from me, because I wasn't watching wrestling like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I remember seeing was Goldust and Rodney Piper. Was that WrestleMania 11 or 12? They used
That was
the damn,
that was 12.
1996.
yeah, used the car chase. And it was a watch
Yeah,
that I was like, what is this? So they caught my attention with that. And then, which is funny because I eventually get trained by Dustin Rhodes. I even told him that story. Like, first thing I remember seeing wrestling wise was that crazy crap. But I would come over every now and
That
then.
was classic.
They be watching it, so they see it. So I knew it was happening, but it wasn't catching my attention. It wasn't until the summer of '98. Oh no, summer of '99. So it was number 8. The Rock pretty much came out and cut the Billy Gunn promo. When he Billy Gunn, you just want King of the Ring. But the problem is, you think everybody think that absolutely sucks. So, God, you asking if cloud roof could roll down your leg. Said, Bob, but my name it does. Y'all know I went. And I'm like
Man.
12 years old, and I'm like, who is this black man looking like Elvis? Talking in third person.
Oh man.
Like,
Yo.
and I was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I like him. So I started patient them, and then I started liking Triple H because he was on his rise. Seeing with Austin and everybody, I'm starting to see all this stuff, and then I kind of got my pops into it, and we was that was like our bonding thing because it was divorce and all something happening with us, and my dad, so wrestling was so to him. But the bond we started doing, we laughing at the Rock, we laughing at BDixx doing Rock and Sock Connection, just going through, and also got ran over by then. So we just going through the whole Kurt Angle debut, Chris Jericho, like this. I remember all the iconic moments, and that's what got me in it. Like I didn't now I study everything, but back then you say WCW, I did not care about WCW. I didn't care about ECW. It was about WCW.
Wow. Hot take.
I'm gonna be honest, that's what it was. I didn't start appreciating it until I like it was after they bought WCW, ECW, and I'm in high school now. I was like, I actually want to do this. So that's around 2001. That's when AOL was kicking, and the group chats. I started doing my research about that. Tough Enough happened. And I was like, I'm gonna do this as soon as I turn 18. Anyway, I joined the Marine Corps.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for your service.
Okay. I just took some liable. I was like, I'm gonna join the Marine Corps. I'm gonna find my way to do it. And I started training, but then I got deployed, filled out, deployment, filled out, security duties, doing all this. I was like, I stopped worrying about it. I think maybe together out of the first 4 years of me trying to do it, I was in it before I re-enlisted. I had maybe 30 days of training. I was really athletic, so I caught on stuff easily, but it was not consistent. I just stopped worrying about it. And I was wanting to make a career in the military. Fast forward, I get hurt. I'm on braces. I grew up to 400 pounds. And I pretty much now think, wrestling never happened. So I just watched it and started studying and just learning. Because in my mind, maybe I might like trying to run my own business or do a corporate, something like that. But I was just studying because doing that. But I was doing other things from music to graphic design. I started, I had a divorce, a bad one. And it made me just kind of say F it because I had really bad knee problems, I had MCL tears, I have dislocated my right shoulder, my hip. I had a nerve issue from my back down to my hip that kind of fucked up a lot of. I'm sorry for cursing, I can't curse, I'm forgetting that. But messed up a lot of way.
Go ahead, man. Hey, you with us? This is the show. Hey,
I'm thinking that I can't do nothing anymore. And I just made up my mind, regards to the pain, I can't solve it. I'm just gonna get myself better. I knew by my knee, if I strengthen my other things, I got it. I studied personal training, I studied powerlifting, I studied all the things that help my mechanics and movement, and I just put it in touch. And some days I was in pain, some days I wasn't. Fast forward a couple of years, I'm doing powerlifting contests and strongman things, and COVID happened, and I was like, I can move a little bit, and everything shut down in Virginia, where I'm from. And I had a friend of mine that was from Texas. They moved to Texas. I was like, you know what? Wrestling still happening in Texas. This is one thing I did realize. Where everybody else stopped, Texas, because of Texas, they were still wrestling. So moved down to
He's
Fort
still
Worth.
going at it.
And yeah, and I just found a place to go to, NPS, Metroplex Wrestling, and eventually moved to East Texas. Made a debut in 2022 with League of Lions. Knew I needed more work, knew more training. I knew the moves, but I just knew it wasn't where I needed to be at, especially being older. I applied for the Rose Academy. The first time I applied, I didn't get accepted. That's like the very first one. This one, I got accepted to it, and I was surprised. And then getting trained by Dustin Rose and meeting a few other AEW people and just moving along. And just, yeah, it's been cool. And I'm fast forwarding where I'm at now.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Good deal, man. Good deal.
I was able to make a dream come true for something I thought was done.
Man, that's a great story, great answer, great testimony, man. Salute and respect that out of you, man. Keep up that grind, brother, man. And thanks for sharing that with us.
For sure.
Thank you.
Man.
The landscape of WWE, and we just had a few more.
Yeah.
We want to get your thoughts on what's happening with the WWE as it's going now. What storyline is intriguing to you at this time?
Yeah, honestly, it's a compound answer. All game, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. But if the Chad Gable thing go the way I think it's going to go, and I would like for it to go, that will honestly take it. So I need more time, but if I just have to pick one, it would be CM Punk and McIntyre. But the Chad Gable one has potential to be the best story of this year.
Interesting. Because Jackie is a big Chad Gable fan here, and I'm interested. What direction you want to see this angle go with Chad Gable? I know it's going to electrify him. I think it's the same direction he wants it to go.
So long-term story booking. Chad Gable was somebody everybody want to see do something. The more time gets on, everybody wants to compare him to Angle, which he should have been Angle's son when they did that whole story.
Yeah.
Now,
agreed.
When he saw the tease and everything of him becoming more aggressive, and when he snapped, everybody was with it. Like it was like when Roman first came back and was heel. He was heel, but everybody was with Roman being heel. When Gable snapped freaking on Sammy in front of his wife like that, he had everybody palm his hand. Now we're gonna see what happens. You see the Creed brothers around. They the reincarnation of Steiner brothers, but they could also be like Team Angle. Legit wrestlers, Ivan Nail right there. And these guys picking on Otis. Everybody loves Otis. Everybody wants to see Otis snap on Gable. That's one big pop everybody's still waiting for. Everybody's going there. Now I see it now. So it was kind of wild to me when I saw him get taken out by the Wyatt Six. But everybody was mad about it. Gable. The way he came out and cut that promo by saying, I know what the rumor says, but I am in fact quite alive. And that's why I'm great. They acknowledged what the fans thought. And they are still going with it. And then when he had left, he come back and try to apologize and say, I need you guys, stuff like that. And, they're tired of it. What's so great about that, because he's still being the heel. The best villain is somebody who thinks they're doing right or they've been wrong. And you can actually see their point. Now, in his mind, he thought he was being hard on them to toughen them up. And when he tried to go for help and show some compassion, they turned their backs. But who was right by their side when he needed them? The Creed brothers. This can lead up to him and the on this thing. He could be a transitional champion. I'd be okay with that. But then have them get tagged, had real Otis up to it. this is long-term storytelling and not just what's been going on. The man used to be short of G. Everybody knows this. The stuff he got some fire.
I forgot about the Shorty G.
Not yet.
Like, I could see so much potential what this could possibly be that will overshadow everything. I mean, the Drew McIntyre shit, that was just a blessing in disguise. But yeah, that's my reason.
That's
it's
true.
just I didn't see what happens with this story.
I'm with you on Chad Gable, bro. If he could win the championship and just hold it for a couple months, I'd rather have it on him than on Damian Priest at this point.
Any day.
But you brought up storytelling, so I gotta ask you this.
What happened? But I think y'all will like it.
Okay.
You know, he always win just by happenstance, like just gets lucky. Can you imagine that just happens for like 7 straight months, and he thinks he's that good? The type of heat he would start getting.
Yeah, he would definitely be crying on the mic. That's for sure.
Yeah, he did work on that. I was thinking.
Definitely work. He's a legend in his own mind. but let's get back to you, Ring Bully. Like I said, we appreciate this. This your boy, the coach, checking in. I'm the man of 51 holds. I'm sure if you follow us, I love technical wrestling. So I wanted to get into to your brain and kind of tap into your world of your in-ring work and your ability. Let's talk about your matches. Like to this point, what do you think is your most memorable match so far, and why? So obviously you make some good runs, but kind of share with us some of your memorable matches. What's
all right, do you want most memorable? As for me, what stood out for me, most memorable was that caught me the most attention and learned most from, or most memorable is just
your main match, your number one match in your heart right now. That gave you the most memorable experience in your career so far.
So it had to be Shane Taylor. I did Matt War Pro last year, and it was only reason it was most memorable for me for a lot of things. Because one, it was just a good story and a good match itself, and it was different. And it's one of those matches. I want my matches to feel like a fight or feel. I work on selling to be entertaining, but I still want a realistic feel on it. And y'all know how Shane is. I bring the same type of energy. And the first time we wrestled, I was green as shit, still green, but like this is before I trained with Dustin and understood shit. Shane was trying to teach me something that I didn't understand, and I messed up some things like this. Now I understood, and I think he already kind of respected what I was going through. So like he even gave me freeway to do stuff in there, and we had a game plan. We went out with it, and it got over. Like this is my first time me going somewhere that nobody knows we've had on. And because of how everything went in energy and capacity, I had to cut a promo trying to say I want to fight because this person got to fight and I couldn't. And I've been up here, and he did come out. Ooh, so everybody know who he is. They all think I'm about to get messed up. I take my shots. I do the forearm thing. I sell it to make sure like I was laid out on the chairs. Barely crawled in. Got lucky. The shoulder pole, the arm, the shoulder, and I started working the shoulder. And he'll fight back, but I kept doing something to do it. Now the crowd started behind, and then boom, 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 hit him, boom, hit RMDT, sells to the corner, a big splash, boom, and this was the big pop, and I knew I had to hold it because I wasn't going to because he's a big boy. But sidewall slam, and I held that mug, and man, I held that mug, boom, hit a big splash, and I hit that splash as high as I could. And that's like one of my highest ones. I hit it. When I tell you, everybody starts chanting my name. And then when I had to count 1, 2, about from nobody know who I was to they all behind me. And then the build up. And like, even when I got up, people were shitting their hand when I lost. And like, it was just, so.
Yeah.
There's other matches that was just better, but most memorable that stood out for me was like, I learned what working meant. I learned what working the crowd means. I learned so much in that match. And I also realized that I learned a lot from Dustin and knew why at this point, like I'm hanging with somebody who's on AEW right now. And like it was real basic. I probably wasn't ready for like now I know I feel now like if I did something with him, I could probably do a match like on AEW. Going to my third year for doing it.
You mentioned the keyword learning.
Just rolling. Like I always feel like y'all hear about Bret Hart made this dude Tom McGee look good. And that's how like The whole thing is like I always believed in like depending how good you are, you can make somebody else look good. And I've had some matches lately that still wasn't the best, but I was able to turn it into something to get the crowd reaction still behind it. And less is definitely more. I
Oh, for sure,
definitely lay back.
for sure. Yeah, you mentioned you're working with the Rhodes, and let's talk a little bit about that that transition into that school. How was it? What was it like working with the Rhodes and learning in their guidance and learning going to that school? Kind of share that experience, man.
Well, it was mainly Dustin Road. Cody has the nightmare into it. I didn't get to meet Cody this time. He was
That's right.
actually at the last one for a few times, but not this camp. But also that's near the time he's getting for WWE, so start. But it was very enlightening. A lot of things. He explains things very methodical. He really preaches old school and breaks stuff down. Like I liked it because it didn't matter where you came from. Like there was some people who never took a bump yet. There was people that was actually wrestling for 5 years already. He took everybody, but everybody started from square one, like from locking up, showing we went by his way. Like we had, the hardest thing is if you wrestled before already and you thought you knew something, is to not try to do what you've been taught. Just follow what somebody else is teaching you. And just learning everything from there and just understanding timing, understanding telling a story. He broke down character work. He taught us how to do promos. And the most important one to me is he taught us the business. Because I can tell you right now, because a couple of schools and other places training, nobody teaches you that taxes are different in every state you go to. Nobody teaches you how to write back to get your gas back. Nobody teaches you how branding and marketing works. Nobody teaches you how the AW contract may look, how the WWE contract may look, how you need an entertainment lawyer for these taxes here, quarterly for this state, but yearly this one, how much you need to save for each month. Like this is stuff that's I don't know, maybe because I'm about to be 38, but that's stuff to me that's valuable. That if I take anything from that, I was like, all right, I know how this business works, and it also made me look at this stuff different because I feel like a lot of guys who doing this is doing it for fame and they just do it because they love wrestling. It's fun. And I still do because that's what I'm doing. But people don't actually look at this as a business, I think, a lot of times. Like the idea of it is just the wrestling is great, but it's the everything else that makes you love the wrestler or the wrestling. The branding, identity, marketing yourself. There's hundreds of people I know right now that's great, a heck of better than me. But I'm in a better position or get better placement on the card than them because I branded myself or I present myself a certain way and I make my matches look or do this instead of worry about doing everything on the book or be the most athletic person. There's a lot of things I can athletically do, but it's really no need. People pop when I hit you with a forearm or go crazy when I hit you with a lariat, and then I just toss you around a few times. I talk trash, crowd, like I made myself entertaining, but it's also believable. So just I don't see the point of me going beyond what I need to do, so I need to do
it. Oh yeah.
You spoke about like marketing yourself. Do you run like your social media accounts and all of that? Does that all go into your persona as a wrestler?
So I do have one actual social media account and the same name, obviously, but I don't accept everybody on that one. I had like maybe 300 people on that one. But everything else is more my persona. But I'm one of those people because of who I am and how I am. I kind of don't have to exaggerate too much about it. I'm already a competitive person. The bully thing wasn't something I just came up with. The ring bully I came up with, but I used to get joked and called a bully a lot. And I'm actually a really nice person, but so I look the way I look. I got RBF, and I'm very direct. So these boys are great persons. Like, so they used to get joked called bully. Like my homeboy even said, like he wasn't even trying to fight me. Just catch me walking behind me and hit me with a bat and run. Like, that's where that came from. It's like I just started being when people joke around about being, I'll just push people around. I'm very sarcastic with my friends. A lot of them call me an asshole or like I say I'm carrying an asshole. But I mean, no, I'm very respectful. Like I'm not going to just If I don't know you, I'm not gonna mess with you like that. I may say some
Sure.
sarcastic or one liner. I'm good at doing that, but like, yeah, I can talk trash. Like back growing up, my see the thing is to be good at talking trash is you have to be able to take what somebody says. And I swear nobody can say. My uncle, my dad used to get in my butt. Then I start getting back, and I got more confidence in myself. So trash talking is something I just like doing now. Is comes out. So
Yeah.
it's just parts of me about I just exaggerate more. Cheating, like being a heel, I didn't understand. I was doing the Monster Hill thing. The Monster Hill is cool, but it's not fun. Now that's more of character right there, like
Mm.
raking the
Character
eyes and doing
development.
all that. I started understanding like when I look at somebody like Triple H and like this dude big as heck, why is he cheating? And then I remember hearing Raven have his thing and it made sense. Like you could be a heel and you can be doing you like people hate you because you're cheating, but you don't have to cheat. But the fact that you are cheating, like it's just well, like Kurt Angle cheated just to cheat. He didn't have to cheat. It's like and he made you
Right.
hate him. So I started adding that part in. So that's more of character doing it.
Okay.
But the trash talking or the bravado, that's from like actually playing football and actually wrestling. Y'all, you play sports, you do that. It's just elements that are my
Yep.
character. I just exaggerate. So when you see me post something, or even if I relate to, or when I go out and do PR work, I can still be myself
Yeah.
because I'm a competitor. I'm a prize fighter. I can still go shake somebody's hand and then
Mhm.
go trash talk Tom down the street and try to fight me. Like that's why I like being the type of character I am. It's freeing because I can go from being scared, heel if I
Yeah.
need to be, to aggressive, but all along I can still be me whenever I go outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
man.
So yeah. Yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Griff.
man.
You know?
We know about trash talking. We from Saginaw, Michigan. And if you familiar with Draymond Green, he's from our hometown. So that trash talking
Yeah.
nature is from our home city, as it is, man. And actually went to the same high school with Coach down here, as well too. So they're the same high school, but with the trash talking and then, listening to, Dusty and, Dustin, excuse me. And then I was thinking of the American Dream, how you can tell he kind of passed that down to Dustin as well when it comes to the promos, when it comes to the
Mhm.
characterization and knowing how to market yourself and things. One thing I want to ask is, and I know this is kind of tough today's world with social media and everything, but how do you mentally prepare for your matches when you go to different cities, different crowds, and different venues? Like, what is your pregame, or how do you stay mentally focused and prepared for a match?
Um, I don't really lock like when I start doing my promos. That's when I'm kind of locked in. Usually, if they tell
Mm-hmm.
me who I have a match with, I'll try to find any type of matches with them, and then like if it's a new state or something like that, I'll make sure I try to watch and pay attention to any matches from that area to see what they like and what they don't like, and see what goes on
Mm-hmm.
from it. And from there, the promo happened, and that's when I figure out what type of person I'm going to be going to that. Because I can come there just to be the trash talking person, or I could be arrogant, or I could be there. And that kind of gives me the vibe of what I want to be, what type this match is going to be. Because I already figure out what's going to work with them. And when I get there, I watch every match. Um,
Mm.
unless I'm first, obviously, but if I'm second,
Mm-hmm.
third, fourth, main event, I'm watching every match that I possibly can. They got a monitor. I love that. If not, I'm somewhere around peeping, and I'm
Yeah.
paying attention to what they're cheering for. I've
Right.
I've been to places that they go crazy with the international, the moonsault, the false finish, and blah blah blah. And then
Mm-hmm.
I've been to places that they're quiet with that, but somebody do a good headlock takeover, they lose their mind. It's just to
Mm.
me, everywhere you go, and that's why I think a lot of people missing nowadays because people like Dustin Rhodes and his daddy, they travel to different places all the time, and that's how they learn how to work because they learn this over
Mhm.
here don't work, this over here works, this here do this,
Right.
and you start learning different things and going like people in Japan know how to do it. That's why the '90s was so crazy of all companies
Mhm.
because all these guys were still used to be territories at the end, and they still went to Japan, they went to Mexico, Now they're ECW, like that. That's why. But that's how I prepare. And then driving, I'm just listening to music or podcasts just to get my mind onto it. But the minute I know who I'm going against, like right now, I know Anthony this Saturday. I'm just more focused on that one. But I'm already thinking about JTT, what he's been doing lately, and what he used to be able to do. Could pull something out that he's done before. I look at it like a real fight. I'm not gonna worry about anybody. I got it going on, but it's happening. I'm planning. If they got nothing going on, and I'm trying to find a clip or look through their paid pictures or sign something. There's something to study.
Find something.
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's important, man. That's good because, finding that, preparing for that big fight, having that big fight feel every time. So speaking of that, obviously let's talk about your opponents. Is there any opponent, Ring Bully, that might have that pushes you, to be your best, that pushes you to that limit, to where you can get where hey, let's put on a 4 or 5 star banger right now? Like, is there any opponent that you like working with that pushes you to that next level?
A guy named Kilgore Nitz. He was actually my very first match when I first started. But
Okay.
you go across different people in different range. Like I said, the second time versus Shane Taylor, we did a good story, but I know we probably could have done more. But he's going to judge based on that, and he gave me a lot for it. But I'm just like I said, next time we may do it, and I may go get JTG, and he may see some of my stuff and say, okay, we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead. I've had matches with people I can do that with, and I can't. Me and him, we every time it's just even my first match, even though it sucked, it was still something. And then like our last match we had, it was brutal. Like he's a good friend of mine too, so I lay in a little extra hard with him, and then he's very very good. He's been trained by Athena, and he went to Rose Wrestling Academy as well. Like he'll get back, he take it. He's really good at selling, and we just go crazy. Like there's nothing that we won't. We trust each other, and nothing we can't do. And yeah, I would say that would be the person that pushes me the most about something.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Great, man.
So you mentioned, go ahead, Griff.
What like today, there's a lot of people that, and I get this all the time here, when I go to shows, everybody's like, how do you get to go to shows? How you get to meet everybody? And I always tell people, like, they're like, why you don't never sign a contract? And I always say, man, wrestling is not what you think it is. It's more the body slam. You got to take care of the person. You got to have rhythm. You got to have chemistry. But more importantly, man, you got somebody's life in your hands that you're being trusted with here. So with all the people, young people that wants to get into business but don't know really all the techniques to it, what for those that's aspiring to achieve that dream and come and train to be a professional wrestler, what advice would you share with them if you had the opportunity to speak to a lot of inspiring and up and coming young people that wants to get into business someday?
Make sure you find a respectable school. Make sure you go and be ready and be shape, because you are going to be worn out, tired, broke off, unless you condition regardless of whole condition. And so strength train, get yourself in a good level of shape. I know we preach body positivity and everything, but let's be real. If you know you need to lose some weight or tone up, go ahead and start working on that now. You keep getting better. But it's a lot easier if you have a look versus if you look like someone you see sitting in the crowd. Find a after you find a school, then you train, you keep training no matter what. If you can keep going back to school, you keep doing that. I'm not close to anyone, so I do my roles, and when I find mat time, I go do what I need to do. But you should never stop training, especially because you're not wrestling every weekend. Some people get lucky and wrestle maybe once to twice a month. I'm blessed to be able to do it 3 to 4 or 5 sometimes doing it. Like that's not a constant thing unless you get to a certain level. So keep training after you train. Listen, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, because people not listening messes up so much, not just in the ring, but listening to somebody's telling you something, accept criticism, ask questions. You never stop learning. Be respectful, be humble, and always help out. Because now you want to show and everything. People think, oh, I'm going to help set the ring up. Like, set that ring up, help, go talk. Don't try to expect the payday automatically. I had 3 matches before I got paid. My first match I got paid was $20. You just, if you want, you got to grind. The way you grind, you push yourself, and you get further by being respectful. If somebody was like, "Yeah, he helped out with this," oh, you should book him because this guy does this. I got lucky for a lot of things because somebody thought about me, or because I helped out with something, or I made sure I was known that somebody thought about me, did this, and I was able to do good here and then move there. Like, wrestling's more than what you can do in the ring. It's everything outside of it. How you carry yourself, how you present yourself, how hard you work to push yourself, push the brand, the marketing. What you do in the ring is important, but when it comes to everything else, it's not going to really help you more than that. You need to be proficient. Yeah, I'm not going to say you don't suck, but Dustin Rhodes said you needed 3 out of 2 things to be successful, and those 3 things was charisma, the ability to talk, have a look,
That's it, bro.
and be able to wrestle.
Yep.
You can be the best wrestler in the world, but if that's all you're known for, you're gonna be like Cesaro. No disrespect.
Oh, that's facts.
Whoa.
No, that's
Nah,
real.
That's facts.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
Nah, that's real. Like,
That's
you
real.
gotta be able to maintain it. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, and believe me, bro, we're taking notes. You know, a lot of things that you're saying. That's why we're so blessed and grateful to have you on here, just to get the inside behind the scenes and know more about this grind and the things that goes on, especially in the circuit that you're in. Because, you know, especially with the young people out here now, when they start asking me questions again, I'm gonna say, all right, you know what, man, go follow Ring Bully Remson and talk to him. He gonna give you exactly that. But yeah, that's great. Definitely know, man, because I know the charisma, the energy, the passion, but more important, man, you have to know how to wrestle and have those things with it, man. So thanks for sharing those nuggets as well, because definitely document those notes as well for our knowledge base.
Yeah. Who did you look up to, Ring Bully? Obviously, you have that moment when you want to break into the business, when you actually want to do it. But kind of share with us who were some of your role models in the ring that you wanted to kind of pattern your career after. Anybody that you like?
So my top 2 all time, but I know that's just even when I don't agree with one of them, it was The Rock and Triple H. And those, if it was for those 2, I probably wouldn't be more near the fan as I am now. And follow both of them. I'm just a huge Rock fan, huge Triple H fan, knew a lot about everything about them, follow them like that. As far as when I realized I wanted to be a wrestler, I always loved people like Angle, Benoit, Jericho, like Coach. I liked all the technical stuff. Of course, charisma worked and everything like that. I like people to talk. I always did. But if I had to pick a match, I was picking the boys that could work. When I started wrestling and realized, I was still big. I was like, my first start, I was like 323. So I'm a big boy now. I ain't doing none of that technical stuff. Even though I knew how to wrestle like that, 'cause I did Griff and Roman.
Yeah.
People
Power.
323 and wrestling height. I'm like 6'2", 6'3". Nobody's trying to lock up and listen to me doing things. I had to start studying powerhouses. And then doing so, I didn't want to be a simple powerhouse. So I had to study all the different powerhouses that I could think of.
Yep.
And I like Mark Henry. Mark Henry reminded me of Clubber Lane, especially with the Royal Songs playing. Clubber Lane's like one of the people I like. Clubber Lane is kind of if somebody asked me to name a character who Ring Bully Remson like, I use Clubber Lane as an example because it's easier. So if you want to say character, it's that.
I see
but
that.
Just arrogance thing. But I see what that Mark Henry is. I started copying a lot of Mark Henry stuff. I like what Bradshaw did when he used to bully stuff. So I took things from Bradshaw and then I somehow
Okay.
never realized it, but I had a good clothesline anyway, so it just worked out with that. That was not planned. But
Mm.
and I always take things. I seen how Vader operated, the clubbing and the bullying, and
Oh
just like so.
man.
I took pieces of things and matched stuff like that, and I started figuring out, okay, what's a good way to start a match off at this size? Because after a while you get tired of the whole pushing off thing. So I started looking
Right.
at
Yeah,
like different
yeah.
things good guys would do, and that's how I started understanding how to start studying stuff and how I look for things. And as I got smaller, I could start doing more of my technical things, but I'm also still bigger than most of these guys. So now I'm just doing I block up, headlock, take over, boom, hit like that, and then I know where I would power slam. Like now I know how to mix stuff in. That's why I'm actually glad I'm getting smaller and toning it up more. But it just that's everything evolution of a change from me studying technical guys and knowing how to do that stuff. But now I can do it, but I had to study the powerhouse first. It was kind of weird with doing that, but
Right.
yeah.
So you got your
That's all
foundation, right? Yeah.
question I was asking.
No, that's a good answer, man. No, hey. And it was kind of what was funny is that I kind of figured you had patterned Mark Henry. I knew you were gonna say Mark Henry, so that's what made it funny.
It sounds like you're
one to
doing all
follow.
the homework
Texas.
and everything necessary in order to be successful. So it sounds like you're putting yourself in the right position.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely trying
For
to.
sure.
My goal is to make it on TV. That wasn't the goal originally when I first started this, but my goal is definitely now just to make it on TV. So I'm trying to every opportunity I get, or any way I can get better and take something I see, I try to do. Like I don't even try to wrestle indie matches anymore, quote unquote. I literally try to put on a televised match when I wrestle now.
There you
That's
go.
why I have the little clip. I got the
Good.
clip
That's
right
what's
here.
up.
Just yeah.
You gotta
Yes.
set yourself up for where you want to go. I see it. Set yourself up for where you want to go. Well, I just want to say, I'm letting you know at the next event that we can make, we come into the ring with you. We coming out like man on a man. We're gonna rap the words for you. We're gonna be your hype squad. Just letting you know, you're gonna have 4 brothers behind you the next time you go into the
Men
ring.
on a
I just
mission.
want to throw that out there.
Men on a
I got y'all with that,
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
man on a
Well,
mission.
we want to
Hey,
end this
Bully,
conversation, brother. We want to end this conversation with 2 different things. We're gonna ask you to do 2 different things for us. Number 1, we got to hear what's your wrestling Mount Rushmore.
It gets harder every day now with this.
I agree.
Yep.
I think
it's hard.
I think we might heard of 2 of them for sure, but
Yeah, I thought we had 2 already. We're gonna give you the 2 that you
I
already
know 2 gonna
had.
be on there.
Even though I know the Rock is messing some things up with me.
uh-oh.
Nah, Triple
Hey,
H,
what?
Rock.
You don't like the final? You don't like the final boss? You don't like the final boss stuff, huh?
it's not the final boss stuff. It's stuff that he's doing behind scenes.
Yeah,
I
But
understand.
I'm sure.
the Rock, Triple H, and then the last 2, that's where it really get hard. Because
Okay.
I could say John Cena, but my boy was Randy Orton. And he's about the same level, in my opinion. And I can't. If I was a kid like seeing John Cena, then it would be John Cena. But Randy Orton won the world title the day I went to boot camp. Like that was my dude from Evolution.
Nice.
When I seen that, I was like, so it's hard. So for this time, I'm gonna say Randy Orton.
Okay.
And for the last spot, for is actually
4th one hard.
last spot is a 3-way tie.
Okay.
Can I do a 3-way tie?
That works. We like
Hey,
ties
they
here.
give me a lot of hell when I do it, so
No.
you're the guest. Go right for it.
And
They
he
give
do
me
it all
all
the
the
time.
hell.
He do it all the time, Ring Bully. Hey, Griff does it all the time.
You're good with us.
We good, brother.
Kurt Angle,
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit.
Mm.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that would be my record.
Wow.
Okay.
And that Attitude Era that you alluded to earlier, that early millennial, early 2000s, those 3 were putting on some serious, crazy, technical banging matches. I
And they
definitely
done well.
recommend.
They led the
Yeah,
ruthless aggression era. The old boys was
Mm.
Yep.
I agree.
I agree with that. Them on
Agreed.
SmackDown and that cruiserweight division, that was the thing to look for in that ruthless aggression era, for sure.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
The SmackDown sits, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now I gotta ask, what are your favorite moves when it comes to who's your favorite stunner?
You mean like this? Who does the stunner I
Like
like the
who
most?
performs? Yep, who performs the stunner the best?
Stone Cold.
Okay, all right.
That's
Hey,
So there's only one answer there, huh?
hey,
Right.
you could have said anybody out there. We don't know. We don't know.
Hey, I
How
thought
about?
as long as he didn't say Kevin Owens, so I know he wasn't gonna say
Hey,
that.
that's what I was looking for. You might say Kevin Owens. You never know out here.
Oh, that's why you be talking about the stunner. Like,
Just the stunner, baby. How about the spear? Who's got the best spear?
Good one.
Ooh.
are we being
Oh,
technical with the one spear, or just in general the same movement of the spear?
Let's be technical first, and then I want to hear of the movements as well. Let's say both.
Okay,
Come on,
technical Goldberg.
go.
okay.
But
Okay.
then I was
I
gonna say
think.
Rhino originally because the Gore, but yeah.
Ooh,
Who
nope.
could
That
forget
counts.
that Titantron one?
That counts. We'll take that.
Bro, that
We'll
does.
take the gore as the spear. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Rhino.
And then
Man. He's definitely
last one. Who's your favorite finisher? Like of all finishers, who's the favorite finisher?
honestly the ankle lock.
Mm.
Okay,
That
tap him
it's
out
Mm.
just
then. You and
yeah,
Coach get
just
along
I
well here.
love it. Just that
I love it. I love
man,
it.
you like a pit bull, dude. When he had you on you and just going, like I just yeah, ankle lock. I mean, there's a lot of other cool moves I used to like. I mean, scissor kick, I love that too. But this just first thing come to mind, ankle lock. Just straps
So I
off.
have to ask. I have to ask, part A, ankle lock, where you're standing with the ankle twist, or part
Oh,
B, when he lays down and cross it over with the legs and cinch it in, ankle lock.
Like my uncle Shannon said, boss.
both.
All right.
Both
Either way,
of
the ankle lock is the
Either
ankle
way,
lock.
either way. That's what's up.
them. Well, Ring Bully, we appreciate you,
Yeah, I know
man. Thank you for coming through, brother. Thank you for joining us,
Yes,
and
sir.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate your conversation, man. You
Yes,
already know
sir.
you are always welcome on the show, brother. So anytime you want to come through and have a conversation with us, please,
Come in
please,
and
please
chop it
come
up.
through, brother.
Yes, thank you, John, man. It was a pleasure being on there. I would love to come back when you guys are ready, and I will definitely still be watching. And y'all need to lay out
For
Griff
sure.
though. 'Cause that's one thing I will say that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm about to go heal on these
Wait. This is
bros
the
in a
first
minute.
time somebody said it from the outside, so I guess we got to take.
All
Hey,
right, we'll
Jackie,
stop picking
there
on
goes
it.
your feedback, Jackie. There goes your
We'll
live
stop
There goes
picking
your
on
live
it, I
feedback.
guess.
I'm
We'll
just
No,
stop
saying.
man,
picking
but we love,
on
we love to have you come by and just chop it up. Obviously, we got more episodes to shoot, and you come in and come in and talk the show, the weeks, and obviously what you got going on. We wish you the
I do
best,
need to
obviously, for
grab
these
my
next
shirts
matches,
off
for
again.
sure. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
shirts
Oh,
send
off.
them over
yes.
to you,
That's right.
brother.
We got
Yep. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Griff
Definitely get that
will
to you.
communicate with you and get all that
Thank you, gentlemen.
information over to you, bro. So thank
Yep.
you, bro. We're gonna go ahead and close out the show with you on here, brother. We want you to go ahead and let the people know where they can find you on social media, man.
Thank y'all, everybody. You can find me. My name is Stevon Remson, STEVONREMSON, or at Ring Bully Remson on Instagram, on YouTube channels, Ring Bully Remson. You can type in the Ring Bully, they'll pop up on Facebook. Yeah, pretty much that. I got shirts for sales. If you know the links, seeing them up, hit me up. I will personally mail them to you. And stay close to my show.
Cool.
I'd love to see anybody that would be interested.
Yes.
I travel. I'll be in Mississippi next month and Kentucky next month as well. So if I'm close to somebody, I'd love to see y'all.
Are you coming to Dallas anytime soon? Because this is down here to my neck of the woods. So I know you're not far from me, but yeah.
There's a show I can just do close to Dallas. I haven't been reached out by some of the Dallas places there.
Okay.
But no, other opportunity I would love to.
Oh yeah.
If that's how I'm near Cleveland or I'm in the Oak Cliff area on a Sunday, I'll let you know.
Yep. Yes, please do. Please let me know, and we can definitely link up, man. Yeah, we keep this going. Please do.
We pulling up,
Appreciate
man, on a
you,
mission style.
Yeah,
We pulling up, man, on a mission
Griff,
style. Don't even worry about it. Appreciate you, Ring Bully, man.
right.
We'll see you next time, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you,
Make sure
bro.
I get the information for you too.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Appreciate
All
it,
right,
man.
So, Griff, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. Find me on Instagram at GriffNation84. Also at X, formerly known as Twitter, at CGriff84.
Coach, let the people know.
All right. It's your boy. Yep. At Coach Montay 24 on IG. So hey, got to get back into the posting space, but we have special guests tonight. But hey, get them clips back out there. I'm on it. I'm on it, my family. Let's do it. I love y'all.
You can follow me. I'm Jackie Miles. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Jackie Miles 42. Follow BDixx in the back. He's on Cash App at BDixx 989. Of course. And you can follow us all on all social medias at Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you're notified every time that the boys hit your screen. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you again, Ring Bully, for showing up. This is ECW signing off. But Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out.
Not once.
Peace,
We'll
y'all.
see
Good
y'all
night.
next time. Peace out.